The term misdirection is used in magic area. A magician can subtly and deceptively draw the audience's attention to one thing and make them not pay attention to another. This project uses principle as the escape strategy as a turning point. The initial experiment aimed to disrupt passengers' attention by interfering with their time consciousness. The first experiment used projectors to project images at different underground stations and bus stops that were a few minutes faster or slower than the real time. However, I couldn't clearly explain my purpose and concept at this stage. Then I did some historical research about the time zones. Until the late 19th century, timekeeping was a local phenomenon. Each town would set its clocks to noon each day when the sun rose to its highest point. The clockmaker or town clock would be the official time, and citizens would set their pocket watches and clocks to the town time. However, time became even more critical when the railway started operating and moving people quicker over great distances. In the early days of the railway, timetable was very confusing at each station. Standardization of time was vital to the efficient operation of the railway, so I think the hectic pace of life can be reflected in such tight schedule. For example, arriving at the office at 8 a.m., holding a global online seminar at 8:20 a.m. These daily existences are based on consensus about time zones. The developed version is setting up a tent with a different time zone in front of King's Cross Station, try to create an immersive space to mislead the passengers invited by putting in clocks that were a few minutes faster than the real time. For example, when their train left at 4:30 p.m., they saw the clock on the table and intended to leave the tent when the time in the real time zones was 4:25 p.m., so they got an extra 5 minutes as the two time zones crossed. Another experiment is to put frameless clock in the campus cafe, slow it down by 5 minutes and redefining the school campus as key boss time. When students who were already late found out they had 5 minutes to go, they had justifiable reason and excuse to argue with the lecturer. I'm living in key boss time zone, so I'm not late. After last iteration, the next prototype uses an interaction installation to help people escape their journey from the original commute in the public transport station. The device system appears as a clock screen, recognizing the human face and body, a kettle connected to a Bluetooth receiver, and ticket. Usually the time on the screen is accurate local time. The participants need to watch the screen, using their attention to keep the clock pulsed. It also will be the energy to boil a pot of water, allowing the participant's psyche to escape from waiting and anxiety to a tranquil state of tea room.
Yes, brilliant. Okay, and for the hot water. Yeah, that's fine. And put it back. Maybe wait like 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay.
Be patient, remember?
Through these experiments, not only did I gain a better understanding of my current and emerging concept, but also through these prototypes and tests, it generated new understanding and new concepts. So when I reviewed this project, I realized these experiments not linearly build upon each other in terms of traditional notions of design iteration, in which things improve step by step towards a clear goal. In reality, there are always different components or aspects of what I want to achieve. I took the next step to combine these components and something new emerged. Through this process, I ended up in unexpected places with a better understanding of my concepts and design directions.